be able to go straight out here. This should go to Shirley Avenue, Wall Street, yeah. And then we can turn right on Shirley Ave, takes us to Lackner, Fairway.
What are you listening to?
I am listening to my set for the show once I get it set up.
Okay.
You got this thing rolling?
I do.
Okay.
I think something like that, like when he was shot, what seems to be the problem here, nurse? It's John Lennon, doctor. He's been shot 5 times in the back. Looks like he's had a hard day's night. Just bent down and I was like, get out of my town.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for my friend till the end, Mr. Ken Roche.
Where did everybody go?
Every Christmas, I would go to church with my parents and my son. There'd be a candlelight service and a song they'd sing, Silent Night. And out of the corner of my eye, I would always see my parents. And I remember one year thinking, geez, like when did they get to be so old? And I was looking to my left and my son was there. I'm like, when did he get to be so old? So like, I can see myself growing up. But then there was one year when I kind of looked out of the corner of my eye and I'm like, oh my God, I can't see my parents. I'm blind.
I gotta find things.
Exported for further edit. Exported for further edit. Exported for further. Exported for further edit. Final for YouTube.
That's what I want right there.
Martial arts for me offered a whole world of exploration. I had a lot of frustrations to work out, and this gave me a physical expression.
So your left fist is at your right elbow, but only the 4th and 5th digits are touching. Hitch! Pivot on your heel. Knee! Push off your back heel. Sun, on the heel. Chi! Hit! Yoi.
If I wasn't doing massage, I would probably still be on disability, although I don't think my personality would have allowed that. It's really hard for me to imagine what I would have been doing if I'm not doing massage therapy.
How you been doing this week for discomfort?
It's a lot better than it was last week.
Okay. And let it out. And again. And out. Face that way. Get tired of carrying these things around. Like I had a huge shrine and people come in and they're like, oh, look at your shrine. Yeah, that's me. There should be some more trophies at the back there probably. I can pull out and the place is a mess back there. But okay, I'll probably get this one down here because it's a heat. You can be a little bit away. This one here can be on more of an angle because the camera's over there. Whoa. That's how they get broken.
What's the belt for?
It's ski racing, man. You never watch ski racing?
No.
Ever been on the side of the hill?
Yeah.
I haven't skied now for 3 seasons, and I miss it dearly. I don't have a guide. I don't have the same incentive of trying to race. It's been a big sadness in my life because I love the whole life and the lifestyle of a skier and a ski racer. One of the hardest things I ever had to do is to put that aside.
Where's the one where I'm looking really geeky? Because that goes well with some of the stuff I told you I hated being a child.
I tried to burn memories into my mind. I would stare intently at my son when he was sleeping, or the girls I was dating, or stare at sunsets. And like, is this the last sunset I'll ever see?
That one?
It's you and your son?
When he's young?
Yeah.
Like 5, 6 or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. You guys can set the shoot these in any order you want. What's that one there?
That's you and your son again. I think he's a bit older now.
Like what, how old? Like
Let's say like 7.
7.
I don't see Charles near as often as I would like. And I've told him it doesn't matter if it's 3 days, 3 months, or 3 years, it'll never be long enough. And I'm just happy to be a part of his life and to, to watch him grow up and to grow into his own man.
This is you right now?
Yeah, that's my son guiding me right there. And that's me right there. With my black little goggles on. I think it's relative to the material that's in my set, not just here the stuff that I talk about. So the stuff we talked about there is kind of on the serious side, and this is the humorous side of that. But I mean, if I didn't laugh about stuff, I've said that many times myself too. Like playing with my snowblower, I'm like, God, if it wasn't for like laughing, I think I'd commit suicide. Like frig. If it wasn't for the lighter side, it's far too serious.
I had a real difficult time when my son and my son's mother left, and I was 20 years old, it was my birthday, and they left, and I remember that weekend and the weeks to follow were some of the toughest days of my life. Same time, I lived on the 15th floor, and I remember one morning I went out and the sun was shining, and I'm just looking down, and I'm like, it could happen that easily, but not today. I want to see what tomorrow has to offer.
I'd like to tell you about the sports I played as a child, but my parents made me play the piano. They called me Little Stevie. That's when I realized the whole world's going to treat me different just because I'm black.
I've never given up the hope that someday I will get my vision back. So does that put me in a state of denial? Possibly. Maybe someday I'll be able to accept it a little bit more. But I take things minute to minute, day to day, and whether it's me working for someone as a massage therapist, whether it was as a ski racer and I'm coming out of the gates, or I get on stage and I try to put all of that stuff out of my mind and just be the best that I can be for that moment.